Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture. So this is the first lecture where we will be starting with the Python official documentation tutorial. So you can search like this Python official documentation and you will be getting all the links. So right now we will be going with this 3.11.5 documentation. So you can click on this and you can see all the versions which are available. And so as you can see that 3.13 has also come, but it is still in the development phase. So we can start with 3.11 because for learning the concepts, this is also okay. So as you can see here that in this link, everything what is new in Python 3.11 that is mentioned. Here the basic tutorial is there, which we will be studying right now. And other things as well like libraries, okay, then setups, usage. So all these things are also there, which we can see in the upcoming lectures. So, but right now we will be starting with the tutorial part. So you just have to click on this and you will be getting all the documents. So here as you see, this is the Python tutorial. In this, a very short description is written of what is Python language and overall what are the features of Python, right? And after that, you can go to all these links. So the entire glossary is written here, right? So this entire thing in the proper order we will be following in this particular tutorial, everything. So we can just start with this introduction part today. And here, what it is saying that Python is an easy to learn, powerful programming language, right? So this, as a beginner, as the first class, you can consider as the Python definition, right? A short and crisp definition. So what it is saying that Python is an easy to learn. That means it is easy. Why it is easy? We will understand this later when we go deep. But overall, because of the simple syntax and all, it makes Python very easy language. And it is very powerful because using this language, we can do a lot of things. And exactly what are those things that we will be studying in the upcoming lectures. Now, it has efficient high level data structures and a simple but effective approach to object oriented programming, right? So this is how you have to pick up the words and you have to understand that what are the features. If some drawback will be there, then you have to pick up those drawbacks as well, right? So in this particular sentence what they are saying that it has high it has efficient high level data structure, right? So what is the meaning of that? High level data structures are like arrays, linked list, trees, graphs, right? These are high level data structures and very efficiently they are implemented in such a way so that their size can be changed. Okay, it is growable in nature. So the sizes of the arrays can be increased or decreased as per the requirement. So that is why it is said that it is having high level data structure. Okay, and also there is a efficient approach to object oriented programming which we will be studying in the later lectures. Then what Python is having is very elegant syntax, right? So Python's elegant syntax and dynamic typing. Okay, so these are the two things which together also along with the interpreted nature makes it an ideal language for scripting and rapid application development, right? So for application development and all, from here you can understand that what things are needed, right? So first of all, one very simple yet elegant syntax is required which Python provides us. After that, dynamic typing is a big advantage. Dynamic typing means what? That the type of the variable can be decided at the runtime. Okay, that means in the variable, if you are storing integer, then the data type will be int. If at the next line itself you are storing some string in that or maybe boolean value in that, then the data type will be changed accordingly. So that is how it is having dynamic typing and also it is having interpreted nature. That means there is a interpreter uh, in behind which works for converting the source code to some target code, right? So these are the features, that is the syntax, dynamic typing, interpreted nature. These are the things which makes Python an ideal language for application development and also for scripting, right? So this is how you have to read the documentation and understand by picking up the words like this. Okay. All right. Now in this paragraph, they have described about this link. This link is very important if you want to do anything with Python, because under this link, all the extensive standard libraries are written, or present here. So you can access the libraries. Then the interpreter is present here. You can access the interpreter from here. Also, you are also having the distributions of means pointers and all to many free third-party Python modules, Python programs, tools, libraries, etc. Okay, third-party means that such kind of libraries and modules which are made by some other people, not directly by the Python developers, right? So those libraries can also be useful for you in modern application development, and all these things you can get from this link. So I will highly recommend that once you go to this link and explore everything which is present there. Now, the Python interpreter is easily extended with new functions and data types, right? New functions and data types implemented in C or C++, or it can be other languages which are callable from C. So Python is also suitable as an extension language for customizable application. Now, this is the line which you have to understand. It is very critical, and if you understand this and learn how to implement, then you can make great applications. So what this line is saying, that Python language, Python code and programs can be extended. That means what? That you can also write C programs, you can also write C++ programs in Python code itself. Yes, so yes, it is possible, right? That in a single program you are having Python code also, C code also, C++ codes are also there. Now how to do that, we can understand this in future lectures, right? But this is possible, and that is why Python is used in customizable applications, because when big applications are there, then multiple features you have to implement, and every language has their own strength, right? So separate modules you can write in separate languages by taking the positive part of every language and making the application strong. So that is why Python is used. Okay. Now in this tutorial, what is going to happen, what you are going to learn from this tutorial, they have mentioned it, and I will be following the same thing. So this tutorial introduces the reader informally to the basic concepts and features of the Python language and system, right? So what you will learn from here, you will learn the basic concepts and features which are present in Python language, right? So after learning this, how it will help you? So it helps you to have a Python interpreter handy for hands-on experience, right? So whenever you are actually writing program, your hands-on experience you want to have, then you can have that, you can do that, and you can get a very good experience if you learn this tutorial, right? But here all the examples are self-contained, so the tutorial can be read offline as well. So that is their the advantage of the documentation. But overall, the basics will be taught to you. Okay. Now, if you want to learn some other things like standard objects and modules, what are their description, right? Then you want to write some extension as we were discussing right now in C or C++ and all, then you can go to these links. Okay. But if you're a beginner, I don't think you will be doing all these things right now, so we can just follow the this order, and then later when you learn the basics, after that you can jump to. Now also, this tutorial is not going to cover each and everything, so what it will not cover, that is also mentioned here. So let us just look at it once. This tutorial does not attempt to be comprehensive and cover every single feature. So this you have to understand, Python every day comes with something new, right? So it is not that every single feature will be uh, taught here or it is mentioned here, and it is not going to be very comprehensive, as I was saying in the introduction video, that everything, each and every term, each and every concept will not be boiled down to very simple terms, right? They will keep it to the, they will keep the things very raw and standard, right? But I will be explaining you everything as much as possible. So also they are not going to mention every commonly used feature. Such features which are very common, even those things are not that clearly mentioned. Okay. So instead, what it is doing, it introduces many of Python's most noteworthy features and will give you a good idea of the language flavor and style. So this is what it is trying to do, that whichever is very noteworthy features which you may miss out, but they are really important, such kind of features and concepts it is trying to give you a idea of. Okay. So that is what is present in this tutorial. So after reading it, what all things you will achieve? So you will be able to read and write Python modules and programs, which is very important, right? That you will be able to write Python modules and programs by yourself after you learn this tutorial, because from here you will be learning all the standards and proper syntaxes and all. And you will be ready to learn more about various Python library modules which are described in this link, that is your the Python standard library. Okay, so because libraries are complex to understand, right? Many things are compiled there at a single place, right? So for you cannot directly open some library and understand everything what is written over there, what modules used, what are the functions, what how they are, combining everything. That is not that easy to understand directly. Okay, so once you are done with all this documentation, after that you can go to these libraries and all, and then you can understand the things very easily, right? So this is what is the overall tutorial about. These are the things which you will get. There are some things which you will not get from this tutorial, you will have to learn by yourself, and that is the brief introduction to this particular tutorial, right? And after that we will be following this particular order and we will go one by one and completing this entire tutorial. Okay, so stay tuned with us. If you are having any doubt, then you can comment down, and I will be trying my best to solve your queries. And so I'm ending the lecture here.